Welcome back to episode 3. I'm not allowed to leave the house. I've got COVID. Feel okay. I had a few bad days where it was flu-like, but I feel okay now. But I'm still not allowed to leave the house because I could infect someone. So I'm meant to be at work today. So I said I'll come back in. No, you can't. You're gonna stay at home. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, we're gonna start off episode 3. Don't know what that was. We're gonna start off episode 3 of doing something to the car. And what we're going to start with is these normal front plates. I've never liked them, and on any car I have pretty much always look a bit dated, and I've just got some press plates for it, so that are going to get stuck on as well, so no screws. So I'm going to go from this to this, so it looks a lot better. I'll try and flip it on camera so it looks the right way. But yeah, looks a lot better. Done the front, done the back. Front sort of recesses a bit, like at the top it starts curving over. I could have put it a bit lower really, but it's still on there pretty solid, you know. I don't think it's going anywhere, so used like 4 full strips of double-sided foam tape, so should be pretty solid. I mean, I've had a crash with one of these on, well that's a bit scary. I've had two crashes with these on where they're both significant and impact and they've been fine, so yeah, no dramas there. Back looks really good with the LED number plate lights that I've fitted. I'll show you that when it gets a bit darker. I'll insert a clip now. Okay, so another daft little job to tick off the list is this. You get the picture. Struts are gone. So I've picked up some from the lovely Auto Dock. About £6 each for these struts, so you know, not the end of the world. So we're gonna just swap these out. It looks like there's just 2 little sort of retaining clips that you sort of prise off, get a flathead under there or something real small, prise off them, and that then you can then pull off the struts and then put the new ones on. But we'll see if it's that easy in a couple of minutes. So let's get to it. That's gone well. Well, the theory was true. I just didn't expect it to come down that easy, but here we are. So let me get a broom to put in here or something. Use my head to stabilise it, I guess. Put the bottom one on and just rotate the top one until it's okay. Is that in? The bottom one's come out, okay. Right, let's secure that one in then. Right. Okay, that's not coming off. There you go, much better. Yep, not going to fall on my head. I really do need to give this a clean inside, but I really haven't got the energy for that at the minute. Really can't be bothered. So I'll come back when we're filming the next thing. I'll tell you what I will do actually. I'm going to take these roof racks off, the actual cross members, because I don't use them, and the whistle at high speed when you're going along, you can just hear, especially if you have the sunroof open, all you can hear is shh, and they get in the way. They don't look very good. So let's get rid of those. It's not a security one, it's just an Allen key. I believe there's an Allen key for it in the glove box. So, okay, that was very loose. Filled me with confidence. Do these need to come out fully, or never had roof racks? I don't know what the crack is with this. I don't know, let's loosen them, see what happens. Okay, okay, is that meant to cut? Okay. So that's just a cover, and there's a little one under here. Okay. Ugh, nice crunchy spider in there. Okay. So this now pulls back to that. Okay. Do-to-do. Do-to-do. Alright. Alright, that makes the lines of the car look a lot cleaner. Be easy to wash the roof as well. When I was washing the roof, I was, trying to go up and under and all that sort of stuff. Bit of crud where, you know, where they've been. Plenty of cobwebs. I think there were plenty of spiders living in there, because after I got them all off initially, they just came back within a couple of days. Car needs another good going over, really. I've been using it and it's getting on for, well, wetter weather now, but that looks a lot better. Happy with that. Yeah, looks a bit less grandad spec. So what I'll do is I'll come back to you when I've decided what the next thing I'm going to do. So I'll see you then. Okay, so another thing that I really want to tackle on the Volvo that's been bugging me for ages is the speakers. So it's got like a weird push-pull sub in the boot, no rear door speakers, and 2 front door speakers, and then 2 dash like tweeter things, but they're pretty rubbish. So as soon as you get any sort of actual volume through them, or any sort of bass at all, I don't want like a big booming bass badge bus thing, but but they're really, yeah, they just distort really badly. So we're going to try and sort that. So what I've got is some Pioneer speakers. These were 20 quid from Halfords, but I figured they're going to be a lot better than the, well, 20-year-old normal factory speakers. So hopefully we'll get good results out of them. I'll show you what they come with in a sec, and then I'll show you the volume before. We'll go through the installation process. I'll show you after, and then I'll do a before and after as well clip. Don't know how well that'll come across on camera through the camera mic, but you know, we've got faith. So let me show you what I've got. So the speakers in the car are 4-inch, 4.5 inch, I don't know, whatever. This fits, I was assured, so I believe the 4-inch. I think the enclosure's 4.5 or something. I don't know how they work. I'm not good with car bass audio stuff. So these were literally, like I said, £20, and they're pretty good. They seem alright, seem fairly high quality. Pioneer, you know, okay, respectable name. And they come with adapters for your wiring and screws, so that's good. That is the actual speaker. So this is what they look like in the back, and with the magnet and whatnot. The connections there. I assume this one's positive and that one's negative, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. It isn't marked, so I'm not sure it matters too much as long as they're both the same way, but we'll figure that out. And here's what the speaker itself looks like. I know the lighting's a bit crap in here, I'll try and sort that out in post-production. So yeah, not bad. What I did have to buy with these, obviously, when you buy speakers, you'll probably know more than me, literally anyone watching this video, because I didn't. Obviously these aren't a specific pattern, these are just like the Pioneer, how they decided to equally position the actual mounting lugs around. So we've got some speaker adapter rings. These are MDF, these are impregnated, so they shouldn't get damaged with moisture, and these are specific for my year of car. So typed in Volvo S40 Mark 1 and check the fitting thing, you know, it said 1995 to 2004, whatever. So you should fit into the car, and then you just bolt the speaker to these, so you can just, so say if the screw's there, you can just bolt the speaker to like there and there or whatever. You know, huge common sense, but well, I say that, this is my first time doing it, so we'll see if I use my common sense. We've got 2 of these, so these were also about 17 quid, so I've paid about 40 quid for this, so even if it just gets me a decent little upgrade, then I'm fairly happy with it. It's fairly low cost. If it doesn't, then we can go down the route of you know, putting like bigger speakers in the back, so upgrading those tweeter ones in the dash, and then the bass in the back we can look at getting like some 6x9s for the parcel shelf, but then we might have to run into the issue of getting an amp. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't really want to invest too much in it. I just like having good speakers in the car, just to the point where when I'm driving along I can listen to my music loud, get in the groove, and it doesn't distort. So, right, let me take you in and I'll show you how we're going to fit them. Right, so here's what the music sounds like. We're going to play some non-copyright music. I don't think the quality is helped by the fact that I have one of those Bluetooth adapters that transmits to the head unit, but so it's a standard head unit and can't really do much else with it. So here's some copyright-free music. Don't know how well this will come across. Hopefully you can hear it just really distorting. And it sounds loud, but it isn't. Hopefully that makes sense. It sounds loud, but it isn't. It's kind of just like pushing loads of sound, but it's not really clear at all. So anyway, we're going to fix it, hopefully, in theory. Alright, let's try it. First, I'm just going to disconnect the negative post on the battery terminal, or the positive, don't really matter. I'm going to disconnect the battery. And then I'll pull you in and show you how simple it is to change the speakers on this. Okay, so I'm hoping I can do this without taking the door card off. So, speaker's just behind this little, don't even need my trim removal tools, just behind there. So that's a standard speaker, got 4 screws, so let's get it out. Like I say, I'm really hoping I can do this without removing the door card, because I just really don't want to. Just really can't be bothered. It's not even a hard job, just don't want to. Okay, so let's pull it out. So, that is the standard speaker. There's a connector on the back there. Pull that off. Then obviously what we're going to have to do is chop that off and put the other ones on. We're going to test it first, obviously, to make sure it works. But yeah, that's the standard speaker. So, it's a Philips speaker. And in theory, you'd think it'd be pretty good, but I think it's just the age of it. And it's quite small, obviously. So yeah, let's get the speaker adapter in here and see what can be done. I really think I'm going to have to take the door card off. Or can I squeeze it in there? Squeeze it in there? No. I have to take that one out. Need some extra wiggle room. No, I'm going to have to take it out. I'm going to have to take the door card off. Something I really didn't want to do, but... oh well, here we go. Right, okay. Door card off. And I'll come back to you. Okay, so I whipped the door card off. There's just screws all the way around it. We'll go into that. The way it goes on is... so for the passengers, the driver's side, the right hand side if you're in the UK, there's this notch. Goes like that way, and it just allows it to sit flush because there's a little bit of texture in there or something, so it just sits over that, and then you just use the screws that were in your speaker to connect to that in, so get that nice and tight, and then the speaker will sit like, oh my god, this is the wrong size. Alright, so scrap that. I realised that I had plenty of space, so just been back to Halfords and got the, well, I guess probably the next model up, the Pioneer GS520, so it's a 5 1/4 inch speaker rather than a 4 inch, and they were 25 quid, so I can just either take the other ones back or find somewhere else for them. Yeah, again, hadn't really cost me that much, and these actually fit without me having to screw into anywhere else, so that's good. I can just loosen these up and put them in. So what I need to do is sort the pins out of the back. So again, I'm assuming this is negative, the smaller one. Again, the leads are both white. On the adapter that you get, and it's white and then white with black in it. So I'm assuming the white with black is a negative, and it's a smaller terminal as well. So I'm assuming. So I'll just figure out which is live and which is ground on this. Can't be bothered, so I'll just to find the schematic, so I'll just put my multimeter across it and check, and then we will install this, do the same to the other side, and see what the sound quality is like, I guess. So pretty decent. Unexpected little win from that. So give me 2 seconds. I'll find out which is which, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to do the adapter. Okay, so I've got my soldering iron heating up, and I'm just going to do the old snip, take off the wiring loom tape. Okay, so there we go, just enough off to, I don't give you much extra room with this on from Volvo, but we've got just enough off, don't know if you can see it very well, there, so we've got the wires exposed, so let me just cut the excess of that off. God, I hate loom tape, it's so sticky. So, strip the wires, okay, and then have the adapters. So again, the white and black has the smaller spade terminal, so I believe it'll be for that one, for the negative. Separate these two here, separate them so I can actually strip the wire sheathing back. Oh god, that's easier said than done apparently. Alright, separate them. Okay, so that should be plenty of length. Wait, can I get this in focus? That should be plenty of length. Strip these back. Got the 2 ends of wire on this. So let's well, let's connect them up. Guess I should just twist them together for now and see if they work. See if it works. So, okay, that works. Can't play what I played because copyright, but that works. So, okay, so now I've got the connectors there, and we just need to plug the speaker in and then mount it. So, should be pretty simple. So, let's do that. Plug this bad boy in. Put the little sheaths over the connectors. Okay, so that works, so let's do that. Okay, so screw them back in and just kind of get it equal so that each screw is pressing down the same amount. You know what I mean. Okay, and that is the speaker mounted, so I can put the door card back on, and yeah, you'd never know it was there really, so that's good. But the door card clears it fine, should do. So let's looks pretty decent. Let's put the door card back on and get it sorted. Okay, so the speaker's nestled in there fine. I'm just going to put the speaker grill back over, and you never know it was there, which is my favourite thing. I rate that. Not having big stupid speaker things sticking out. Well, not on this car anyway. Don't really suit it, does it? So. Yeah, so I'll go do the other side and then we'll see what it's like. Okay, so much better sound. Next, what we need to do is we really need to clean this interior out. I'm going to film this another day, we're running out of daylight, but that will be the next part, and probably the final part of this episode. So, let's get on with the interior clean. Footage for the interior clean, where is it? It's a good question. Seems to have just disappeared off the face of the earth, and off my SD card. So, yeah, that's great. Nothing too exciting anyway, it was just a really dirty cream leather interior, and we've been cleaning it. That's basically what it is. However, what I'm going to include for the finishing shot is a bonus shot. I ordered a spoiler. Now these came with like a little boot spoiler on some of the sport models, and it just finishes the back off real nice. So I've already cleaned the back up. I've machine polished it, just because I'm not going to be able to get under there. It's not the best job, it was just a quick polish. What I'm currently waiting on is on the spoiler that I got, they're mounted on with two sort of threaded shafts and the nuts that go into the boot itself, and then around it, each side, the mounting point, there's some like double-sided foam tape, but it's really hard to get that off. I want to put some new stuff on, because obviously it didn't stick anymore because it's been ripped off a car. So yeah, I'm just waiting on that. I've had a good go at that, and it's still coming off it and fighting me every step of the way, but as long as I can get most of it off, then I can put some sort of number plate tape on, which I've used on these number plates. That ain't going anywhere. I can bloody rock the old car by holding the number plate going like that. So what I do need to do in the meantime is I need to drill some holes. So let me bring you in, show you what I mean. So Volvo very kindly show you where it's meant to be. So you pull these rubber bungs off. Jesus. It's more plastic than rubber, but okay. And then behind there is just the, obviously this is like double skinned, behind there is just the single skin bit of the boot roof. So all I need to do is just take a, well I found out, I'll measure what size the shafts are, drill a hole in there, and in the other one, centrally, I assume, and then I can just put the bolt through. What I will do as well is, once it's in, I'll fill the hell out of it with some silicone, so that it ain't, you know, going to leak inside the boot and start rotting that. So what I'll do is I'll wait for the tape to be done, because as you can see, I've just covered it with some, I don't have any tar and glue remover, which would have been perfect, but I've got some isopropyl alcohol, and I've covered it and left it soaking into here, and the bolts are under here. So, under there. So I'm going to let that soak. I'll come back to you shortly when we can progress. Okay, I've measured what size it is. I've got a drill to start. Got a drill bit to start it off. I've already hole punched. So let's do the scary thing. Why have I just drilled through my car? this drill bit to widen it out a bit. The second one definitely a steel drill bit, but working with what we've got. Let me do the other side. See what it looks like on top. Okay, so as expected, we've got bits coming up. I'll just take those off with the Stanley blade, and then I'll probably give the area a tiny little sand just to get it nice and smooth. Then I might put like literally just a dab of hammerite on there, just so it stops rust. So let me show you what we've got. Because I don't really want it rusting any more than it already is. So yeah, we've just got this left. So I'll nick the top of that off, sand it smooth, and then put a dab of hammerite on. Okay, I've got loads of the tape on. I've drilled the holes, sanded the top down. The line up, I've test fitted it, so looks good. So I guess the only thing left to do is, I've got the box in my pocket. I will take the back of the adhesive tape off and put it on, and then tighten it down. Look at that, way better. Okay, so now I'm going to go underneath, silicone it, and then tighten the bolts right down, and it'll pull it in. Okay, so I've just put loads of silicone around the shaft, and then put the nut on and just impact gun the hell out of it. And so just put it up to like max torque and just rinsed it. And so it should be secure. Should have pulled down into the sort of squishiness and the give of the double-sided tape, and then I've just put the bungs back on, cleaned up because there was a bit of silicone sort of flying around, and there we are. That looks really good. Paid 20 quid for this off someone, nice bloke, on the Volvo forums, and I've got a wing as well. Not the wing that's the most rusty, but the other one which is a little bit rusty, and his is rust free, so tenner for that, so 30 quid and a bit of shipping, it's can't really complain. And that is on there, that ain't going anywhere. The old car's moving when I do that. Just need to get like a little stubby aerial now. It'll look a lot better. Because that is like a Harry Potter wand. Huge. Brilliant. So no interior cleaning footage unfortunately, but it's clean. It's a car interior. You know what that looks like, not the end of the world. But I'm well happy with this. This looks really good. It hides the washer jet. As well for the rear. It just makes the back end look a bit more sporty and just sort of finishes it off in my opinion. So let's get a little sticker down here, but it's turned into, I tried peeling a bit of it off the other day and it's gone solid. You know where a sticker turns into like plastic almost, like hard brittle plastic. And can't really scrape at it because obviously there's the heater elements in there on the inside of the window. So I'll do something about that at some point, maybe get a heat gun on it or something when I can be bothered. For now, we've got Smiles Ahead by Martin R. McFadden in Drylington, established in 1965. So yeah, bit of marketing for him there. But yeah, anyway, I'm really happy with the rear end. And I have got some little bits coming for this. So I've got a wing that's here already that I need to put on. The paintwork's a bit battered on it, but it should come up with a really good polish. And it isn't rusty, which is what mine is. So, you know, it's improvement there at least. So I'll probably polish that off the car and see if it's salvageable. I only paid £10 for it, so if it ain't, then, you know, not the end of the world. I've also got, they've been dispatched, I don't know where they are, they're coming from Germany. Got some coilovers. So I couldn't help myself. 200 quid I paid for some TA Technics. They were meant to be 230, 240, and then clicked buy. I was like, yeah, okay. Press buy. Went down to 200, no explanation why. Result. Meant to be, obviously. So I've got some coilovers, so this will lower the whole car down and get it looking a bit better. And then I need to decide what I want to do on wheels. Trying to save for a wedding as well, so I don't really want to spend absolutely loads. I think with this colour, this like bluey purple, I think some of those XXR 527s that you always see on like MX-5s and little sort of jappy boys, you know, like kind of concave, kind of spokey. But I think them in like a bronze would look really good against the colour of this paint. But don't really want to buy them new, and it's a weird fitment. This is 4x114.3, so I'd have to get adapters. So yeah, I'd have to work a lot of stuff out, and I can't really bother to do it for now. So yeah, we'll get the coilovers on, we'll see how it looks with the stock wheels anyway. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.